Okay, so this is the pre-constructed Nebula deck. I just got it in the post. I'm using it. I haven't made any changes. We have Nebula with 3 recovery, hand size of 6, hit points of 9. Cybernetic upgrades. After you play a technique upgrade, draw 2 cards once per round. And then on our hero side, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Combat protocols, force response. After your turn begins, resolve the special ability on each technique upgrade you control, then discard each technique upgrade resolved this way. Today I'm going up against the Green Goblin. I usually do Rhino with a Precon deck I've never played, but something different. Green Goblin mutagen formula. 1 scheme to attack, and after he attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. The main scheme starts with 2 threat on it. And we have our Goblin Thrall in play, which is a 1 attack, 1 scheme, 3 health, guard, minion. Okay, I'll shuffle the villain deck, or the encounter deck I should say, on camera. It's been a while since I've played and uploaded one of these videos. Life has kind of gotten in the way of things, so I'm pretty excited to be playing this Nebula deck. If you want to see a really fantastic Nebula versus Nebula game, go and check out Dale, the Casual Gamers YouTube channel, because he does a really great playthrough of like Nebula versus Nebula from Galaxy's Most Wanted. It's really cool. Okay, hand size of 6. We have Brains over Brawn, Technique, Heroic Intuition, Daughters of Thanos, not bad, Wraith, and Brains over Brawn. After your hero makes a basic thwart, deal damage to an enemy equal to the thwart. I might ditch those 2. And this guy's going face up, Exhaust Wraith. I'll keep those. Justice served. After you thwart and remove the last thwart, discard ready your hero. Okay, not bad. And combat ready. That's ready to go action. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend Heroic Intuition to play Cutthroat Ambition, allowing me to draw 2 cards, give me Heroic Intuition. And Justice Served, okay. I'll use Heroic Intuition to play Justice Served. Putting it out. Alter Ego action. I'll play Combat Ready to discard cards until I get a technique. Power of Justice, Justice Served. We get a technique, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, discard 1 and put the other back in any order. Okay. Top 3 cards are going to be Goblin Soldier. Okay, so we have Advance, Goblin Soldier, Goblin Minion in play. Oh, I don't like any of those. Keep that, ditch the Goblin Soldier, I think. Okay, what have I got? Daughters of Thanos. I'm going to flip. I'm going to discard Justice Served to play. I don't think I can play Daughters of Thanos because I'm not teaming up. So here's what I will do. I'll thwart for 2, removing that 2 threat. After you thwart and remove the last threat from a scheme, discard this to ready your hero. Okay. And I'll use Daughter of Thanos to play Justice Served. Keep Wraith in hand. And I will attack the Goblin Thrall, doing 2 damage to it. Ready Nebula. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1 threat goes on the main scheme. Green Goblin is going to attack me for 2. Amount of damage takes from each attack. I'll take it, taking 1 damage from the Goblin, putting 1 more threat on the main scheme. Goblin Thrall is going to attack me for 1. -1 is 0. Oh, he's going to attack me for 2 plus that. And then we have to put Goblin Reinforcements. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin in play. 1, 2. So there is 4 threats on the main scheme. Okay. After your turn begins, resolve the special ability. Okay, so look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1. Put 2 back in any order. I'm going to discard the Goblin Glider. And put those back like that. And then remove 3 threat from a scheme. 3 threat from that. Okay. So I'm going to use Determination. After you spend this card, remove 1 threat from a scheme to bring out Unyielding Presence. Removing 1 threat from there. And choose up to X. And I'll use those 2 to bring out Cosmo. Cosmo is going to attack for 1, killing off the Goblin Thrall. Cosmo says, when he attacks or thwarts, name a card type and discard top card of the deck. If the card type is named, he does not take consequential damage. I'm going to name Treachery. Here's a Treachery. So Cosmo does not take any consequential damage for that attack. I'm going to thwart for 3, sorry, because of this. When he thwarts and removes, discard that to ready. And I'm going to attack Goblin for 3, bringing him from 16 down to 13. Ready everything. 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 5 cards, getting us Weapons Master, Lethal Intent, Energy, Brains over Brawn, and Wide Stance. Okay. 1 threat going on the main scheme. He is going to attack for 2. I'm not going to block this. Hitting me for 3, taking me down to 5, putting another threat on the main scheme. And our card is Pumpkin Bombs. Attached to the villain. After the villain attacks, discard Pumpkin Bombs and take 2 indirect damage. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, at the start we have to get rid of that and give Nebula a tough status. Fantastic. I'm going to use Brains over Brawn to put out Weapons Master. I am going to use Wide Stance to play Lethal Intent. Special, choose up to X cards to control, technique cards. The special is deal 4 damage to an enemy. Putting him from 13 down to 9. Nebula is going to attack for 2, bringing him down to 7. Cosmo is going to thwart for 1. And I'm going to say... what card types are there? Treachery, Minion, Side Scheme. I'm going to say Minion. It is a Minion. So that card gets discarded and he doesn't take the consequential damage. And then Nebula is going to flip over. Okay, ending my turn. Ready everything. Draw 5 more cards. What do we have? Nowhere. Increase your ally limit by 1. What you play? Confuse a minion for each resource. Gamora. Okay. Very cool. 1 threat. He's going to scheme for 1, 2. Bringing that up to 4. And our encounter card is going to be Overconfidence. Green Goblin schemes. If at least 3 threat was placed by this activation, this card gains Surge. 1 Goblin Thrall. So that goes up to 5. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to play Combat Ready. To shuffle up to 2 techniques from your discard pile back into my deck. I want that one and that one. Okay. Okay, let's see. So let's spend 2 to put out Eros. After you play from your hand, confuse a minion for each energy resource. I used Wild, so I can confuse the Goblin Thrall. We're going to use these 3 to bring out Gamora. After you play Gamora, choose a technique upgrade you control and resolve its special ability. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Well, let's just get rid of the Goblin Thrall. And let's heal for 3. Flip over. And let's see. I'm just going to thwart. 1, 1, well, 2, 2, and 1. Getting all 5 off of there. I'm going to say minion again. It's a treachery. So Cosmo takes 1 consequential damage. And that is the end of that. Okay. One goes on. He's going to attack me for 2, 3. Remove my tough status. He didn't deal any damage yet. Attacks you, discard pumpkin bombs and take 2 indirects. I'll just take that on myself. I believe that that means he did damage me, so I will actually put another threat on there. And get a Goblin Thrall. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I didn't draw up my hand size. Okay. Strength. Oh, that's a good one. One way or another. Searching candidate for side scheme. Reveal that. Draw 3 cards. Leave it 10 weapons. Okay. Well. Okay. One way or another to put out another weapons. This weapons master has to go. Dealing 4 damage. I'll just get rid of the Goblin Thrall. So I'm going to put out another one with lethal intent. Oh, sorry, with one way or another. And use that to bring out evasive maneuvers. Okay. Gamora is going to swing in for 2, taking him down to 5. Nebula is going to swing in for 2, taking him down to 3. And I think I will use Eros to thwart. And that will be my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Nebula's ship. Venom. If no threat in the main scheme, reduce all consequential damage. Alright. Threat on the main scheme. Goblin attacks. Cosmo is going to take this. Thank you, good doggy. Bark, bark, bark. Snork, snork. And our counter card is the Goblin Glider. Attached to the enemy, so he's going to get +1 attack. Alright. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to use Nebula's. You know what? I'm going to use a first aid to play a first aid to remove 2 damage from a character. Healing. I'm going to pay strength to put out Nebula's ship. Oh, first of all, we have to do these. I'll stun you. That goes away. Deal 4 damage to you, bringing him to his second side. When revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player. And now his scheme goes up by 1. His attack by 1. But okay, I'm going to hold on to Venom. Deal 4 damage. Okay. And his health is now 18. I believe that is correct. Yes, his health is now 18. Okay. And holding on to Venom. Alright. So, let's attack for 4 damage. Bringing him down to 14. And then we were ready. We still have Nebula's ship. Giving us one way or another. Cutthroat Ambition, one way or another, and Venom. Threat. Stunned. Okay. Here we go. Generative healing. That villain heals X damage, where X is double the villain's stage number. Stage number is 1, so he's going to heal 2. Putting him back up to 16 health. Goblin Soldier, when defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. And Pumpkin Bombs. Okay. Going to do 4 to bring in Venom. Actually 3 and Nebula's ship, and I'll hold on to a technique. I'm going to thwart for 2. Venom is going to attack for 3 damage on here. Gamora is going to attack for 2 damage on here. Getting rid of the Goblin Soldier. Then I'm going to flip over. And end my turn. We have to draw 1, 2, 3. Giving us an encounter card. Shuffle my deck. First Aid is a weird inclusion. It's a card I haven't seen in quite some time. Usually never put it in the decks that I build, but there you go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ambition, Genius. Okay, Justice Served, Combat Ready, and the Power of Justice. Alright. He's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Bringing that up to 5. Counter cards. First one is Intimidation. When revealed, choose to spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain a face down boost card. You know what? Spend 2 resources. Huh. Intimidation. Again. Okay. Yeah. Don't want him to have that boost card. Okay. Gonna put that into play. Drawing us 2 cards. Using Combat Ready to discard from the top of the deck until a technique upgrade is revealed, and then resolve its special ability. You put that into play, right? Upgrade into play, then resolve its special. Yeah. Nowhere. Lethal Intent. Where are my techniques? They're all at the bottom of the deck. Thanos. Okay, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1. Goblin Nation. Okay. Alright. 16. Let's use okay, let's flip over. Let's thwart for 2, dropping that down to 3. Play Brains over Brawn. After your hero makes a basic thwart, deal damage to the enemy equal to your hero's thwart, dealing 2 damage. Bringing him back down to 14. And attacking for 3. Bringing him down to 11, but because there is threat on the main scheme, he has to take 2 consequential damage. And Gamora is just going to stay there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Eros, brains over brawn, justice served, determination. Okay. Threat on the main scheme. Goblin is going to attack. Gamora is going to take this. 2, 3, 4. Killing her off. And dealing 2 consequential damage. I will have to take that, which means another threat gets put on the main scheme. And then we get Goblin Nation. Each Goblin enemy gets +1 attack, and there goes 2. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can use justice served. Oh, before we do anything, remove 3 threat from a scheme. And look at the top 3 cards. Discard Goblin Thrall. In any order. Okay. Okay, we're going to use Eros to play Justice Served. We're going to thwart for 2. We're going to use Determination and Brains over Brawn to deal 2 damage to the Goblin, bringing him down to 9. After you remove a threat, last threat from a scheme, we did. Ready your hero. Venom's going to attack for 3. Bringing Goblin down to 6. I'm going to flip over and recover, putting me back up to 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Threat on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 2. And encounter card is a Goblin Thrall with Guard. Okay. Playing Brains over Brawn. Wait a second. Nebula's ship to bring out Weapons Master, drawing me 2 cards. Okay. Cosmo to bring out Weapons Master. Flipping over. Using First Aid and Stance to play Lethal Intent. Choose up to X upgrades you control. Resolve their special abilities. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Getting rid of that. Whoops, I don't actually get rid of that. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Taking him down to 2. Attacking for 2. And Nebula just beat Green Goblin on Standard. Mutagen Formula. Holy crap, this deck is fun. Could use some tweaks. Not a lot though. Wow. This is an amazing pre-constructed deck. Had a lot of fun with this. As you can see, these technique cards are super powerful. Finished on 7 health. Just a really, really great pre-constructed deck. For the encounter sets with Goblin, I just went with the Goblin gimmicks that they tell you on the back of the Union formula. Didn't even flip to the second scheme yet. There we go, everyone. That was Nebula against Green Goblin on Standard. Fucking awesome deck. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.